But
Oh my
I'm
gosh, Kristen. Sorry. Hi, everybody out there.
uh,
I thought we were live, and we're just live right now. It didn't go through
ah
the first time, but I see where it says live and there's a counter. So, hello.
Hi everybody. Hi. I'm Kristen Oakes, and we're so excited to be bringing you a live series. Each week we're going to go live and have spiritual conversations, tap into the collective, do healings, readings, all of that awesome stuff. So we're very grateful for you finding us, and if you just hit subscribe and like, so therefore you can be notified of all of the videos that we do each week.
And hi, I'm Christy Savage of Golden Circle Healing. And I'm sorry if you see me looking down or doing some other work. I'm making sure that we get all the tech set up for this for our new collaboration, making sure it's working well. Um, we are officially live. I'm looking out to see when viewers come on so we can do personal readings for you. Um,
Yeah. So I'll kind of go over a little bit about me. I know we thought we were live a little bit ago, so we're having a conversation, but we're kind of going to reiterate and go back to that. I'm Kristen Oakes. I have a spiritual business called Starlight Awakenings, and I am a channel, a healer. I like to call me like a galactic shaman that works with like the elementals, star seeds, galactics, and all types of energy in between. I offer Reiki healings, aura readings. I like to call them like galactic channel activation sessions because I kind of like tap into your field and like just see what wants to be released or read or kind of activated. And then I also have been starting to work on animals. And so that's something that's really like near and dear to my heart is I'm very close to the animal kingdom and I work with the angels with that. And so that's something that I've been kind of working towards. And also newly, I became a yoga instructor. So
oh,
in
yeah.
the in the future, I'm going to be kind of merging all of that together. So if you feel called or resonant towards me, I have a Facebook group and a YouTube channel. So thank you for being here.
And I've been linking Kristen's YouTube and Facebook on my Facebook and YouTube. So we're going to be cross-linking. But if you don't see something, you don't see a link, and you'd like to reach out to Kristen or vice versa, just reach out to us, and we will get you connected. Yeah, I'm very excited to be. I've been working with Kristen for about a year now. She's so gifted, so loving. Everything comes from her heart. And I we both went through Soul Success Unleashed programs through Jennifer Gilchrist, which is taught us how to ground our energy, clear out anything that is not ours, connect to God's source above, align ourselves to become clear channels. And we do come from the heart. We do make sure that we are protected from outside energy. And I know that Kristen really follows that. I can tell with the way she channels. She's brought so many divine messages to me to help with healing. So I'm really excited to be collaborating with her. And just like Kristen, I feel like I'm on a journey where I'm bringing many different modalities together and seeing where that's going. I've been an acupuncturist for 18 years now, and and intention of our energy has always been a part of acupuncture. It's not just sticking a needle in from the very roots of acupuncture. They're actually sending energy, which they call chi, through the needles. And I've been working more with what I've learned from Jen's program, how to bring that through the needles. But I'm also doing the next step in being able to do etheric acupuncture with just intention and not have to stick a physical needle in, so I could do that as a distance. But I discovered my clairvoyant gifts through Jen's program. So when I close my eyes and tune in, I see images that are helpful. And it's really helped me sort out my clairsentient abilities, because I used to just pick up everybody's stuff, and I would just feel terrible and go, oh, I'm tired, I gotta rest. But being able to clear out the energy and tune into other people's energy, I can feel in my body what's going on, so I can tell people what's going on in their energy fields, which might be affecting their physical, emotional, um, and mental bodies. So I'm trying to figure out, like Kristin, bringing this all together. I've got a puppy dog. She's sleeping right now, but that makes me want to bring in animal healing like Kristin does. And oh, Kristin did an amazing, amazing session with me and my dog, Bria. I've just been a little bit scared of some health issues with her because I had a previous dog who died too young of kidney disease, and she's helped me clear some of my fears about that, but also just brought through beautiful energy and healing for Bria. So thank you, Kristin.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're very talented. I love the whole acupuncture, like distance. I think that that's like newly innovative and you have a lot to offer. And it can be cool to like, tap into different people's field and do it all types of really cool ways. So if you're ever feeling called to do acupuncture and energy work, I feel like that's a perfect bridge and a perfect way to kind of merge the two. And I love the idea of doing it on animals because animals very much also need healing and also very benefit from energy healing and from acupuncture. So I think that's really awesome. That's a really awesome modality that you're creating.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a little bit about us, and we'll be sharing some more along the way. But do you want to read into the collective now?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about a little bit of the energy that I've been experiencing, and then I'll kind of tap in and see which cards want to be like read by people who are going to actually be watching this. But like lately going into 2026, right after Christmas, I felt this huge shift of like all of this baggage, all of this heaviness, all of these doors that wanted to be closed before 2026. And like I feel like as we're going through a lot of this stuff that I was experiencing, we're all experiencing in our own way. And so now I feel like it's lighten the load. I feel light. I feel good. But also there's times where there's like emotions. There's times where I feel heavy and dense. There's times where there's stress. And like I like to say, like the calm and the chaos is going on. And it's all within us. It's all about staying within our heart space. I kind of navigate through using my tools and grounding, being outside a lot. But I have noticed that this year feels so transformative because it's bringing to light all of our stuff that no longer wants to be carried. It's bringing light to stuff that like we've been carrying for lifetimes, for our family lines, for relationships, for other people. And as we're stepping into January, as we're like going forward, a lot of times that light is being spotlighted. And like I see Archangel Michael is also helping guide the collective that's watching, and also just to help sever cords from past versions of ourselves, past time energy, things that are holding us back, like our mental body. And that's something that I've really been working on is my mental, my thoughts, my perception, my emotions. And so lately, what I've been doing when old things have been coming up, I've been blessing it. Like today, I was walking and I did I don't want to skew the word, but it's like the Ho'oponopono prayer where it's like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I started doing that and I cleared so much energy, things that I wouldn't even have thought that were up in my field, but I was ready to release it because there's aspects and parts of me, like my higher soul is spotlighting things that, hey, we no longer need to carry these relationships. We no longer need to carry the guilt or shame or these emotions. So it's like, if you are feeling this, there are certain tips and tricks I like to say, because sometimes we feel like, it feels so heavy and arduous, it's going to take a long time. There are certain things that are going to be spotlighted, like patterns and, perceptions that might take a little bit of time of healing, but it's all about taking action. And I feel like that's where January is, like those small action steps that we can take. It's almost like, January comes in and we want to lose weight and we want to make all these healthy choices. Well, it's the same way, but also doing it in an energy standpoint. And so I feel like we could kind of go through a few ways that we use every day. And I feel like my throat kind of reacting, of things that we do that help us to kind of transform from 2025 to 2026? How can we bring more balance into our life? How can we bring more joy? What are the small things or big things, the action steps that really help to kind of subside the chaos, the collective energy, the heaviness, and kind of bring things into light? And so I know that was a lot, so I'll let you kind of share some things, but that's just kind of what I was channeling through, is like things that can kind of help on our day to day. And then when you start doing those things every day, then that's when the habits form. That's when I feel better doing this, so I'm going to keep doing this. Or where can I tweak this just a bit? And I see like Raphael, the healer angel, coming through, because he's a really great resource to call in to help. It's like, where can I do this? And so stuff like that can kind of help shift the energy as we go into January 2026.
Perfect. I'm just keeping an eye out for viewers. I put a message out there that we also will be doing personal card pulls and readings. If you want to comment, and if you don't want to comment, that's okay. As Kristin was talking, we're talking about the energy of the collective and how it connects to what we're personally going through. And I agree with you. I've so much stuff has been coming up for me to let go of. Some of it's my personal things, and sometimes it's just all the energy that I've agreed to in this lifetime to help clear out. So yeah, it's been a lot of stuff, and that's why I've been grateful for you. Kristin's been my partner. We're going through our own healing and our own realizations, but also we're able to read for each other to help us through this time. But I am so excited for 2026, brand new beginning. I want to bring it in with joy, ease, and fun. And we're not seeing a lot of it out in the world. There's a lot of chaos going on out there, but a lot of that is as we're clearing out the old cycle and calling in what we do want to see. A lot of the old stuff that has to go is coming up big and center, outside in the world and for us personally. But I think we need to we don't need to, but we can choose to look at that. It's coming up to be healed and released once and for all. But we need to focus on what we do want. What do we want to see in the world? Ooh, I just got all sorts of like tingly release on the left side of my head, and I'm getting tinglies in my hand as I said that.
So when you were talking, I saw like the galactics, like the Syrian. So like I felt like that type of energy, and like our causal chakra, like almost like illuminating, like, because you're channeling the energies of the collective and your consciousness. So that's beautiful. And I completely agree. It's all about like, so how could we be in peace within the chaos that's around us, within the collective, within even your home, your family? I know as just like mothers or friends or wives or husbands, whatever it is, it's like, how can we stay grounded within the chaos if people around us are going through it? If we're going through it, how can we kind of be in a high level version of ourselves? And so a few things that I've been doing, like I wake up in the morning, I write a goal sheet. This is what I want to do today. This is how I want to experience, and then I sit there and I call on my guides. Can you please clear the way forward on anything in the way that is an obstacle, or help me to guide me through that obstacle and meet my goals? And I spend a lot of time outside when things get chaotic. When I feel ungrounded, I spend time grounding. I drink water. These are all small things that can really help shift the energies within the collective. Also, it's about like, what are you ingesting? And I'm not even saying just food. I'm saying like on Facebook, on YouTube, on your work. Are you surrounding yourself with what you want to experience? It's more about like, what are you surrounding yourself with? So it's more like kind of making those small shifts. I notice like sometimes I want to watch certain things on TV, but I do notice my energy is going down. So it's like, okay, well then I'm going to put on something that is a higher vibration. Or, it's almost like taking certain things that you used to do and kind of tweaking it. Like if you're used to working out in the morning, or you feel in the morning you really want to start a new workout routine, but you're really busy, start it at night. Like these are all just small things to kind of get the energy moving. For me, I work a lot with elements. So the elementals, the fairies, I work with water, trees, sage. I just bring that in my home. So I have like bowls of water with intention, selenite crystals, feet baths, all of these types of things that I use to kind of clear the energy. And I also do feel like there's like chaotic energy being stirred up. So it's like when you feel energy or certain lower dense energy, you can call in your angels. You ground. Um, you can kind of go within your heart space. Like these are all like these tips and tricks that you can do. And for me, a really simple one. So say you're just starting out, you find this video, you're like, I'm brand new. All of this is kind of overwhelming me. Like, where can I start now? A simple and easy trick is when you first wake up, set an intention. Hey, today I want to feel joy. Today I want to experience joy to the fullest. Today I want to know how it feels to feel safe to experience joy. Some of us are so used to feeling chaotic. When joy comes, we run and hide, and then we create chaos in our internal world. So it's like the first thing that you can do is really set those intentions. And then also something that's coming to mind is washing your hands. You're at work, you're feeling stressed, your mom, you have these kids coming at you. I'm going to go to the bathroom for 5 minutes. I'm going to wash my hands with intention. I wash away any stress. I wash away anyone else's energy and I ground. And like these are just small things that could really help shift the energy. And then as you're starting to realize, hey, I feel better when I set the intention. Hey, I feel better when I wash my hands. Hey, I feel better when I go outside for that walk. That's going to kind of guide you forward to take even more actions like, well, maybe I can start meditating. Maybe I'm going to start a new fitness routine. I'm going to call in my angels. It kind of goes and goes. But I just felt called to kind of keep it simple. And then as we kind of make these videos, like kind of get to the more advanced because we're all on our own journey and I use simple stuff all the time. That's what really helps guide me in those moments. Crystals are very powerful and easy way. Just grab a crystal with intention. Yeah, like you can wear crystals. I have selenite down here. Like, I would just say like elements, incense, sage, water. Yeah. Like things like that can really help ground you. Even having fresh flowers in the home can really help illuminate and bring a higher vibration into a space. A tambourine, I use a tambourine to clear my home. Like it's just small things, simple things, but effective.
Yes, beautiful. And I love there's so many synchronicities going on for me lately, and it really just helps encouraging me, and it's escalating. So when you see signs, like I see numbers, repeating numbers, like 222, you're headed in the right direction, 444, you're building a solid foundation, or the angels are looking out for you. I'm starting to see more of those numbers and putting those together, and then signs, or if I've got a question, a video pops up on my YouTube feed that answers it. And Kristin and I are like having so many synchronicities as we're forming the partnership. I pulled a card this morning. It was a unicorn card. And I don't just look at a card or read what the card says. I actually close my eyes and feel the energy of it. And there was a connection between the left side of my throat and the left side of my solar plexus, which is all about receiving, the feminine side. And I actually like heard the word about ingesting, and that's what
Oh,
Chris,
wow.
like, what are we ingesting? Not just food wise, but like the TV. And a lot of this is feminine. Even men have a feminine side. There's been so much where it's like we've been forced to ingest, or there's so much around that we see it over and over again. We end up adjusting it without even realizing it, against our will, and then it kind of sticks in our solar plexus. Like, oh, how do we digest it once we've ingested it? But
Right.
I feel like we're doing a clearing on that now. Make an intention. Oh, I don't like what's on the news now. It's making me feel down. I've got a little bit of the news, so I'm aware. I'm not ignoring it. I can take the necessary steps I need to in my life to help that. But if we feel like it's affecting our vibration, we can make the conscious choice. Sorry, there.
Yeah, you're floating right now.
Some sort of weird like facts were made me pull me up closer and farther, but that's a message too. But so much as we can consciously choose what are we ingesting, and then bring back our power that, you know, we can ingest and digest what we want to, and we could turn away the things that were like, no, that's just trying to distract me, or that's just trying to make me feel scared, or that's just trying to make me feel powerless. And we're not
Absolutely.
powerless. We're calling back our power now.
No, absolutely. I 100% agree. And also, like, there's a lot of star seeds out there, and I feel like people who are going to be called to our channel are galactic souls, and we're actually here to like transmute it. We're here to alchemize it. We're here to, you know, make those ripple effects and those change in for people around us. And with that comes, people are going to be triggered. With that comes, we're going to kind of get certain energies thrown at us. What that comes is like, my throat's getting a little bit, what that comes
Yeah.
is like standing in our power and being like, you know, I'm stronger than anything in my reality. I'm stronger than anything thrown at me. Sometimes it can feel very challenging. And sometimes it's like, okay, I understand why I had to go through this challenge. And as we're going into 2026, it's like, how can I leave these challenges behind? So therefore the pattern is cleared at the root. You know, I'm not going to take forward these types of things. And so I applaud you guys if you're watching, you know, star seeds, sensitives, and empathetic people, beings who are on the spiritual path. You know, it is a beautiful one. It's not an easy one. And so I applaud you because, you know, a lot of times we signed up to clear these patterns. We signed up to clear the dense energy. And so as we do that, we're realizing, well, I can clear this and then I can experience joy to the fullest. I can create heaven on earth. I can experience exactly what I desire to. And as I'm creating that, it's more about being in that aligned state. And so anything that's not aligned is going to be spotlighted. Anything that you're holding of others or your family or your friends, it's going to be illuminated. So just have grace with yourself while this is occurring, you know, take time for yourself, self-care, deep breathing, drop into your heart. You know, I've been doing something lately, like I jump for joy and I celebrate my small wins, because we do a lot of things, all of us, we're battling things that no one knows about, and when we overcome them, no one knows about them. And so it's like celebrating yourself, you know, allowing yourself to feel joy in small things, and then, you know, you're going to attract and magnetize all of this beautiful energy that kind of matches and aligns you to joy, happiness, love, abundance, whatever you're working on, community, just whatever you're working on. But I feel
Yes.
called to pull some cards when you're ready. Sorry.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Go ahead. Pull cards. I just wanted to say, yeah, absolutely. Celebrate everything. Even just like a small kind of thing, just go, yay!
Yeah.
Very important, because we're so used to being just like stuffing things down and moving on. If we don't actually celebrate the little things, it's going to be harder to bring in the bigger things to celebrate when we're seeing all the other stuff going out in the world. So absolutely.
Absolutely. And like, I also feel like if we don't celebrate ourselves, we're not going to have that energy or momentum to want to keep going as
Yes.
much as when we're like, hey, we're actually doing this. We're clearing our lines. You know, we're overcoming and having this spiritual awakening here. A lot of us can feel completely alone, you know, or alienated, because it's a soul opening and heart led journey, but it is also, sometimes you can feel isolated, or sometimes you feel like you're different, or sometimes you feel like I'm the weird one out of everyone. You know, I wave my weird flag high now, because it's like I'm my authentic self. And each time I do that, I'm attracting people that I'm meant to serve. I'm attracting people that are meant to spark my awakening. I'm attracting people that are more aligned for me. And as I do that, I'm more fulfilled than if I'm in the closet hiding. And I'm not saying I never have been. I know there's certain times that we do that, but I'm saying the more that you're more open to be yourself, the more you are in your heart, the more that you don't feel so secluded when you're going through these tough energies, these tough times, this closing of chapters for 2025 with your family, friends, relationships, jobs, you know, whatever it is, you're able to kind of have and call in that support. And so I feel like I've kind of mastered the whole, like, I'm secluded, I've done this alone. And now for me, 2026, I'm calling in like my tribe. I'm calling in support. I'm calling in love, because we're each on the stage of our journey, but it's more about just celebrating yourself, allowing yourself to be seen, so therefore you can receive that support that a lot of us do want, you know, those relationships that someone to kind of pat you on the back. And if there isn't that person, pat yourself on the back. You know, you're doing it. And so I applaud you right now. If there's anyone watching out there feeling like you're not seen or heard, I feel and I hear you and I see you, and just show yourself some love. So I
That's so,
send you lots of love.
and Kristin means it from her heart. She really does. I can feel that.
Thank
Oh,
you.
oh my gosh, my left ear just popped. Ooh, there was a
Oh,
release of energy. And now my hearing shifted. Ooh, interesting. Okay, go ahead.
okay. So I felt called. I have like all of these decks around, which I'm very grateful to have all these, but I felt called to do the actual Starseed deck. And the Starseed deck is by Rebecca Campbell. And so this is like the box. Been used a lot, so it's a little like but I felt called to pull from that. And the 3 cards that I received is the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life Expression.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and what I'm really feeling from this is like your soul galactic family, the support in the higher realms, you know, feeling comforted and loved in times of change, you know, really calling upon your soul family, your soul guides, you know, radiating out. So therefore you're like, you're receiving. And then also tapping in, I feel like this is like the celebration card. You know, you have these beautiful women dancing, they're celebrating their life, they're celebrating their achievements, they're celebrating their small and big wins. And they're also celebrating others. Like, I feel like this is a card of like community, and I'm going to celebrate my neighbor. I'm going to celebrate the person that I see that got this beautiful promotion or whatever. It's like celebrating yourself, but you're also celebrating others, and that's radiating back at you. So it's like a beautiful dance of like celebrating yourself and others. And as you do this, this is opening up portals. This is opening up doorways. This is opening up new aspects within you, which I feel like is joy, which is mastery. I'm feeling like the mastery. It's like I'm mastering things now, and I'm able to experience joy at a higher level. And not just joy, it's like love, freedom, expansion, creative insights. And even for some people, just like rest. I can just sit here and rest. Like, I feel like some people are just taking this deep breath out and sighing like I'm here, like I'm able to rest. And like, this is you deciding like, this is what I want to experience in this lifetime. This is what I want to experience in my day to day. I want to experience relaxation every day. I don't want to push myself to the brink of where I'm exhausted. I don't want to overgive to others anymore. So as I take the time out for myself, I'm allowing like these doors to open to where things are opening up for me, and I have the support that is being called in. I also feel water energy, dolphins, Sirius energy. I feel joy. Like, dolphins to me represent water, flow, joy, but also protection. And so I feel like this one's kind of like a really flowy card of like emotions, joy, opportunity. And then for the last one, I got Hareth. I don't know how to say this. Hareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. And what I feel like is, as you're celebrating yourself and things are starting to open, you're not going to be like, a lot of us feel like, and I can very much relate to this. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to go home. My soul wants to be around my soul family. My soul wants to be in the higher realms. But this is like you creating this on earth. This is like you celebrating yourself and having that community to where you feel like earth is your home. You know, a lot of starseeds and people that are on this journey feel so different. They don't feel like this is your home. Well, this is what we decided this time. So it's like bridging that gap of celebration, community, and downloads to where you're kind of seeing things at a new level, because you're opening up these opportunities, and therefore like you're able to connect to the higher realms while bridging it here on earth, and then also creating that ripple effect for the people around us. And so I'm going to pull a clarifying card from the Archangel deck and kind of like which angel or guide would like to step forward to kind of help us this week as we're like, as we're birthing creations and clearing. And I got 2. I got Archangel Jules, which he's one of my guides, and he's all about like flow, ocean, illumination. And I actually see a dolphin on this card. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it a little closer. And so it's all about illuminating, going with the flow, working with your cosmic companions is what I'm feeling. And then Archangel Muriel, trust your own wisdom, have faith in your psychic impressions, have faith in your knowing, have faith in your seeing, have faith in your own ability to navigate through with strength, with love, with the highest level of intentions. And I feel like Muriel would be good to kind of help with the weight or the pressure of the world on your back. It's like have call upon this angel to kind of help you with that. I feel like alleviate the pressure sometimes that life or the collective or, you know, just being human can kind of feel in the physical body. So that is the message that I have for this week for the collective.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kristin.
Yeah, thank you.
I like to meditate on the energy of the cards. And so that's part of why I had my eyes closed while you were doing that. So with the Seven Sisters card, I felt the love in my heart, and I saw blue energy coming down, and I felt it coming down on her feminine side. It was very soft, helping to clear out what I was talking before with the throat chakra and what we're ingesting. This was just pure, beautiful, loving energy coming on, nothing that we had to like process.
Mhm.
And then I saw, and it looked like a fairy. She had her wings like this, and she was blue. So this was feminine. So even the men out there, you have a feminine side that can get healing from the Seven Sisters. But this kind of fairy was flowing toward the right side of the screen, toward the masculine. And she was clearing through some dense energy and moving toward to help open up some energy container on our right side, our masculine side. And Kristin said something about a portal at one point. And yes, it's like opening up portals, opening up new doorways into our masculine energy. And the masculine energy is about being able to create safe structures for the feminine energy to flow, the dolphins in the water, but also to be able to get things done and put in the real world. And then with the star seeds kind of homesickness, I felt like that Seven Sisters energy is coming down. It's coming down to help us feel that love energy so we're not like as homesick. If we allow that energy in, like, oh, I'm just feeling like all sorts of
Oh my
warmth
God. I was like, I feel
there.
that energy right now. Like I hope you guys can feel it because like my whole body just illuminated. So I'm very grateful for that energy.
Yes, it's beautiful. So yeah, so we don't have to feel as homesick because we can call that energy and we can allow, we can invite, we can say, I am open to it, and then just feel it in here. And at some point, yeah, I think it was like Archangel Muriel, I actually felt like this pressure, pain on my right shoulder. So this is about the world on your shoulder, the weight.
Yeah.
And you said something about like
That's how I felt
to
too. I
help you
felt
to
that.
like lift the weight. I was like, oh, I'm not even familiar with this archangel, so I'm very thankful. And I invited Archangel Muriel in to help me with that weight of the world here, release this right shoulder. So yeah, that's really cool. I really like being able to like you pull some cards as a way to help us focus in on the energies, and then we're both just reading the energies and seeing how they kind of weave together. And that's part of the community and reaching out to our soul family here, where that masculine, we can bring it into the physical world virtually, talking on through this technology, but also being able to have that real life interaction with people in our lives. So beautiful.
Yeah, I love it too. And I also just love watching you like get passionate about it. You can really feel like you're like in your passion and it's beautiful and it's magnetic. So I really love this. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to connect with you and like the collective that we're going to be watching our videos. Like, I love how you tuned into the cards. And then as you doing that, you're like actually bringing the healing energy down. And I think that's so beautiful. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And yes, I think that I love this collaboration because it just a synergy.
Yeah.
Keep just bringing it out and then feeding off of each other. And oh, no, that's interesting. I was like, I felt like my energy kind of collapsing when I couldn't find the right word. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to let it open out and flow and interact
Expand.
and just allow in. Sometimes we're like you're saying, we're resisting joy. Like, why was I resisting that? So sometimes you just need to take a deep breath and just allow and do that again. There's something, and I think this is important for anybody who, it's another point where we want to reiterate, even if you haven't seen this on live, if you feel called or if this shows up on your feed to listen to, this healing energy you can bring in at any time, just allow. So I feel like this is important for somebody here. So I'm just going to take a deep breath again.
I do. I felt that too. I feel like the message of it's timeless. So whenever you see this video, it's meant for you. Like, it's a timeless video. When you were saying that, I was like, I just feel like maybe down the road, someone's gonna, this is called for them as well. And it's definitely timeless. Like, it's meant for you at this time that you're watching. So
Yes, perfect. Thank you. And
yeah.
Kristin and I are going to get together every Monday, and we're figuring out the technology and the platform we want to be able to share to all of YouTube and Facebook. So we might be going back and forth with technology, but we're gonna share where the links are so you can find us, and the videos will be available on both of our YouTube channels, so you can watch in the future if you missed the live. But
Yeah.
if you come to a live, we will do personal readings for you.
Yeah, so I'm happy to see if next week we get some viewers, because if you are live, we will be pulling a personalized card message for you and also channeling for you. So if you feel called, to hop on when you see this, we will be live next Monday at the same time. I might have to pivot the days after that one, but we will find a day that works for all of us. But we will be live next Monday, and we can pull you cards on different decks that we have, or just channel in a message. And sometimes healing comes through, it's always just whatever your guides and our guides bring forward. Oh, hi.
Bria was napping this
Are
entire
you?
time. Now she's feeling the energy and she's getting excited.
I was like, was she in the dream state? I felt that. Like, now she's like up, like, everything.
I was like ready to go. Yes.
I love that.
And we do have two viewers here. I invited people to comment but if people don't want to comment and they just want to chill out and watch, that's great too. We're pulling
Yeah.
both cards and reading the energy for the collective.
Yeah, we can see if anyone comments. I'll give it a few minutes, and then if not, I'm gonna hop off. So maybe we can give it like maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes to see if someone wants to comment and get a card reading. And if not, then we will see you guys next week talking about a topic in the collective that is kind of wanting to be read and to be spoke about. So I know I've been looking over. I also have my computer up in our YouTube. So I'm trying to see if I can see comments. I'm going to comment and just say,
Yeah, do you see my comment?
I see, welcome viewers. We will do card pulls and personal readings if you do comment. And do you see mine? I said, sorry guys, we're learning. This is our first one. So I felt like, so it's like, I said, hey, so. We'll
Yep.
just see if anyone comments, and if not, we'll pop off. But I'm grateful for you guys watching and being with us. I will post links to my YouTube and my Facebook channels. If you felt resonant with me, you can follow along as well. And I'm sure she will post her links too, so you can follow us both and kind of just see what we create in the weeks and months ahead.
Yes. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, my Bria's getting excited now. Would you want to go out? We were just out an hour ago.
I'm gonna pull an angel for the collective while we're waiting because I'm like, I get all antsy, like I just want to pull a card. So I'm gonna pull one more card for the collective. That would be a good that would be an awesome angel to work with this week. So setting the intentions for this angel to come through. I did pull the two angels though, but oh, I love this Seraphim Seraphiza. She's a powerful seraphim angel, and she's so beautiful. Her energy is like a gold color. And it says, relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open. And then Archangel Mallory was right next to her. And you see how like there's a heart with a dove? It's all about like love and expansion. She's opening to receive. And so this is Archangel Mallory. Remember who you are. Take action when you're ready. And I feel like really having these two angels together is like, she's like gentle, but she's powerful. She's protected. She's like in her divine feminine. And this is how I feel. It's like the divine feminine, you know, with strength, with love. And then this is all about taking those action steps forward. And that's really going to help with that peace, you know, surrendering, receiving. And so those are the messages that I have. I see that you just commented the heart. So I
Yeah.
think that we'll probably just hop off because I don't see any comments.
Okay. Yep. I think that was perfect for now. It's so great
Yeah,
getting together with you. I look forward to our next ones.
me too. This was fun.
Okay.
And I just want to thank the guides, the angels, you know, all of the beings, the fairies, the galactics, all of the beautiful beings and angels that are with us and our guides and your guides. So I send you guys lots of love and gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you.